so dangerous. I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win.
Hi and welcome to my weighing video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tracy and I'm trying to lose weight following the Slimming World plan. So yeah, again I'm late with uploading this video, while even recording this video. We've had no internet. Our internet's been down for the last week and it's been driving everybody in the house bonkers, as you can imagine, especially Jessica. There's nothing worse than kids when they can't get on the internet. Anyway, they've finally been out and fixed it. There was a problem with the box on the wall. There's some box on the wall outside or something. Anyway, it's sorted now. And a friend of mine has sadly lost her son this week, another one that's committed suicide. If you watched my video a few months back, you'll know that one of my neighbours committed suicide. Well, now a good friend of mine's son's committed suicide. He was 29 and he leaves behind a little boy and his fiancée. You just cannot comprehend how desperate these people must be to do something like that, can you? I think lockdown has just made things a lot worse for people with mental health problems. But anyway, you haven't come here to be all depressed, have you? So I'm going to get straight in with how my week's been and my weigh-in, so that hopefully I've got time to do the question and answers straight after this. So if you watched last week's video, you would have seen that I went for a meal out last week for my dad's birthday. So I wasn't expecting great results this week because I had that day off plan. So when I weighed in, I was 14.11, so I managed to lose a half a pound this week. So that's taken me to a total loss this time of 2 stone 7. And a total loss since joining Slimming World of 4 stone 4.5. So yeah, I'm happy with that, half a pound. Like I say, I had a day off plan, so I can't grumble. August, April and the beginning of May are always busy months for me. A lot of family events going on. There's usually Easter, then my dad's birthday, then it's my granddaughter's birthday, and then it's Jessica's birthday, my daughter. Well, that's the 1st of May, but you might as well class it as April because it's sort of close. I used to skip all these events or eat on plan, but now I don't. Now I let myself have the day off for them. Life's too short, basically, isn't it? And I basically got fed up of being the only one that would be sat at these type of occasions eating healthy, you know, people looking at you as if to say, can't you have the day off for, you know, just for one day? So yeah, I do now. So going forward for next week's weigh-in, this Sunday that's just gone, we had a small gathering for my granddaughter's birthday and for Jessica's birthday combined. We got a bouncy castle in the garden for them and they had an amazing day. So yeah, that was off plan. So this week's weigh-in is probably not going to be very good either. And as you know, as I mentioned before, it's Jessica's birthday next Saturday and we're in London for her birthday that weekend. So the next weigh-in is probably not going to look very good either. So you might want to skip a few of these videos for a few weeks if you don't want to hear me talking about being off plan and what I've been up to. But it's part of life, isn't it? You know, we have to let our hair down once in a while. So yeah, so that's my weigh-in this week and going forward what's happening. So I'm going to get straight in with these questions. You have to excuse me looking at the paper, but I've had to write them all down because there was quite a few. So Rachel Gunstone asked, what Slimming World essential couldn't I do without? Well, that has to be my Actifry, I think. I couldn't live without Slimming World chips. I have them a lot. And what's my worst habit? Now, I don't know if she means Slimming World wise or just life in general. So we'll go with life in general first. I have a problem with thinking I'm not good enough. Overthinking everything. You know, I ain't done that well enough, or and if it's Slimming World, why is it you're talking about, Rachel? Eating the same breakfasts and lunches, I suppose. Yeah, I'm quite bad when it comes to that. Eating the same thing for like 3 or 4 days on the trot. Next, Connie asked, do I have one cheat meal every week? Sorry. The answer to that is no. I used to. When I got to Target before, I used to weigh in on a Monday. I used to weigh in at 1 o'clock. So from 1 o'clock onwards until I went to bed, Monday was a free-for-all. I'd basically shove everything in my mouth that I'd missed during the week. And I wouldn't stop till I went to bed. But I found... And I always had good losses as well. I was always losing like £3-4 a week. But I found this time round, my body's playing silly buggers. Like I keep saying, I don't know if it's because I'm at that early stages of menopause, but the losses are a lot smaller. So I had to give up that fat day, as we used to call it, or Black Hole Monday. So now, no, I don't. If I'm off plan, it's usually because I've planned to be off plan. She also asks, who do I watch that's not doing some sort of slimming vlogs? So I watch a lady called Crystal Jenkins. She's brilliant. She just does like family vlogs. She does one every day, and she incorporates what she's buying from like the supermarket, and she likes doing Poundland hauls. Absolutely love her. Her and her husband at the moment are doing the keto diet, and they're doing amazing on it. I watch a lovely young girl called Grackle. If you don't watch her, she's so funny. I think she's only about 21, 22, and she's got 2 channels called Grackle, and her other one's called Extra Grack. And yeah, I absolutely love her to bits. I watch Amy Rose Walker, Hazel Marie Wood, Dainty Diaries. Oh, if you don't watch Dainty Diaries, you really should. She's from Ireland, a little Irish girl. I'm saying little, she's 31, but she only looks really young, in her early 20s. And she does, she's got like this house that she's turned like country cottage, shabby chic style. So she does a lot of like DIY things and crafting and what have you. But I absolutely love her. Harriet Mills, she does hauls. She lives on the Isle of Skye. Life with Minnie, she does lots of different hauls. And Rosie Henshaw, she does some crafting. She does shopping hauls, all sorts. But again, if you don't watch Rosie Henshaw, she's just got one of those voices and those faces that you could just sit and watch all day. So yeah, go and check her out. Amberly asked, what's my favourite Slimming World dessert? Well, the answer to that is none. I've tried to make several of them, and they are all disgusting and mainly taste like omelettes. So my advice would be, save your sins, make yourself a proper dessert, or buy something from the shop and sin it. She also asked, what regrets do I have in life? I think my biggest regret is not saving. I wished I'd have saved when I was younger. Denise asks, am I married, and if so, how long? Yes, I am married. I'm married to Graham, who's a taxi driver, and we have been married since 1995, which is, how long's that now? Oh my god, I can't work it out. Like 26 years, something like that. In fact, it was our wedding anniversary the other day on the 21st, and we both forgot. So yeah, that long that we're forgetting. And I've got 4 children and 5 grandchildren. Jacqueline asks, what do I do for work and where do I live? I live in Wakefield, West Yorkshire. If you don't know it, it's quite close to Leeds. I think most people have heard of Leeds. And I live in a little village called Renthorpe. So what do I do for work? I work for the ambulance service. I'm what they call a community first responder. So basically, if there is no ambulances within the time frame that's needed to get to the job, I go. As long as I can get there quicker. We are highly trained in life-saving techniques. I carry such things as oxygen and defibrillator and other bits and bobs. And we go to category 1 and category 2 calls, which are like heart attacks, diabetes, allergic reactions, lots of different things. And I absolutely love it. Seaglass Kaz asks, any tips on avoiding nighttime temptations? Yeah, I used to really struggle with this. So I would say make extra for tea and leave a small portion in the fridge for in case you're hungry. Or what I do is keep my sins as low as possible during the day so that on a night I can have a bit of a binge fest. You know, if you're clever with your sins, you can get quite a few for 15 sins. And have them just before you go to bed. I tend to eat my sins more or less, and then it's bedtime, so I don't want anything else. And just have some snacks ready, some no sins or very low sin snacks. I think preparation's the key with this diet, just being prepared. Summer Rose, yes, what kind of thing couldn't you do at your heaviest? Well, at 19 stone 2, I struggled with lots of things. Walking, putting my shoes on, walking up and down the stairs was a killer. I was so out of breath by the time I got to the top. Staying awake, I was always sleepy. And finding clothes that easily fit me, yeah, I used to really struggle with that. She also wants to know how tall I am. I'm 5'3", so very, very small. And what did I find difficult about maintaining? Well, when I got to Target, maintaining I thought was harder than losing weight. I found that even, because when you get to Target you can have an extra healthy bee. Excuse me. I found that even adding that healthy extra bee into my diet would make me put on weight. So yeah, it was a struggle, and most of the time I was sort of in and out of Target. But it's different for everybody. You've got to find what works for you. Stephanie 1975 SWS, what's my favourite thing about Slimming World? And I think that's got to be the amount of food you can eat. You never have to go hungry. You know, there's always some free food that you can fill up on. And what's my favourite takeaway? That definitely has to be Chinese or some sort of Indian curry. I'd love like a takeaway pizza, but they're too high in sins for me. And lastly, Janice asks, if there was no such thing as weight gain, what meals and snacks would I choose? Well, my absolute favourite is Nando's. I absolutely love Nando's, so I would get plainish butterfly chicken breast with double peri salted chips, halloumi cheese and Peronaise, those tubs of Peronaise that they do. And then I would come home and I would eat a load of my homemade cheesecake. I do a caramel cheesecake, which is absolutely delicious. So I would eat a load of that, followed by a load of Cadbury's Layers of Joy. You know, the pots that you can get, they've got like this chocolatey stuffing, and then they've got a bit of sponge in, I think, and cream and what have you. Yeah, I absolutely love those. What's my ideal day on plan? I think for breakfast, I would have a cooked breakfast. It's something that I don't have very often because I don't have time usually, especially during the week, to make a cooked breakfast when I've got the grandchildren. And on a weekend, it's usually a case of I'm too exhausted from having the grandchildren and I can't be bothered. And then for lunch, I'd probably have noodles and prawns. It's a dish that I have probably once a week that I absolutely love. And For tea, I would have something like beef stew or a roast dinner. I love my stodgy, rib-clinging type meals like that. And it would be followed with 2 Skinny Whips, my favourite chocolate bars. So yeah, there you go. Hope you've learnt a little bit about me. That's enough rambling from me again for this week, and I will see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.